Hello, hello, everyone. We are here for our live show. We'll see you in the replay. I don't know if it shows we're live yet. I know we also changed the time, so I'm very sorry about that. But we're going to be talking about our historical Hellions pick, An Improper Proposal by Patricia Cabot. The whole time I was talking about this book, I kept saying Meg Cabot for sure.
Same person, so.
Yeah, it's the same person. So I have a reading vlog, and I kept switching back and forth. I was like, why didn't I just stick with, one name? Hello, Monica. But yeah, we are excited to talk about this one. This one was pretty interesting. I finished it, a couple days ago.
Okay.
So hopefully I remember everything. I feel like I need to read book club picks, last minute, so I have it all fresh in my memory, but we'll see what I recall.
Yeah, I saw so many reviews for this one from DNFing and 1 stars all the way to 5 stars and from recent reviews. So it's I think it's people who read it for our book club with us. So I'm very curious.
That's interesting. I was looking at some of the reviews, and a lot of them were it always amazed me how many international readers read historic romances, because a lot of them were in different languages. So I was trying to read the reviews.
Do they have international, they sell the international rights? Because this didn't even have an audiobook. So
I don't know. I'm assuming they're reading it in English. Maybe it's just not their first language.
And I'm not sure about the ebook.
But even with The Duke and I, Bridgerton and stuff, that had a huge Brazilian fan base.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just it's really interesting to see what gets picked up. Oh, sorry. Picks up internationally.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello, hello. Jessica, you want to start us off with what you thought? What was your rating?
I read the whole thing this morning, so I read this all today.
Okay.
And I gave it 4.5 stars.
Okay.
So
okay, cool.
I really like the romance. The beginning was a little slow, but I really liked
it. And
a
lot of characters too. So many characters at once.
I mean, kind of, yeah. It gave me a lot of Mallory Anderson vibes by Joanna Lindsay, the brothers and the sister and the ships and all that stuff. So.
Oh, I thought the same thing for sure. A Gentle Rogue, she reminded me of that character, especially because she has the protective uncles and brothers and stuff. All right, very nice, very nice. Christy, what was your rating?
I haven't decided yet, but I think it's gonna be a 4.
Okay. Sounds good. Oh my goodness, you did not like it.
Coming in.
I'm interested to know why, my love. Yeah, I'm kind of torn too. I think on Goodreads I originally put 4, but it really is more of a 3.5 star reading. I did like it. The beginning was slow, and I feel like I liked our heroine. She was very strong, independent, Amanda Quick vibes, but then she was also very annoying. So she teetered.
I knew you were not gonna like her.
She teetered the line of being an independent badass and just insufferable. So yeah, 3.5 stars. Look at her 3.5.
Everyone is literally all over the place.
Wow.
Yes,
yeah,
Holly. I saw Holly's on there.
1 star, 5 stars. You really liked it at first, but then it got ridiculous and everyone.
Oh my god, I was the opposite.
Oh, because you liked
Me too.
So the first 150 pages was 2 days. A day and a half. I was we're still not at this wedding, and it's happening tonight. How are we still not at this wedding? And then everything shot off, and I was oh, this is so fun. She's going undercover, and then she escapes with him, then they're marooned on an island. I was this is so fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of bonkers. You had to extend your disbelief just a little bit, but it was fun. It made the last couple 100 pages go by very quick.
Yeah.
It was almost too quick though, because the first half was literally 2 days, and then the last half was 3 months maybe. Yeah.
I liked it at first. I mean, it was kind of funny. I feel like it was a Cinderella moment where she wears this dress and he's like, "Oh, you're the love of my life now." It was so funny to me. But I mean, she was also really young, pining after him, and he was older, so it made sense why he never saw her that way.
That's why I liked it. He was it's kind of a new thing. He's well, yeah, now I'm kind of into you, but I've known you since you were 14. So
it would have been weird.
That. Yeah.
her brothers were very, like, when I was first reading it, I was like, how old are these people? Like, they're always fighting on the ground. Like,
I know.
and I was like, okay, she's 19 or almost 19. They're older than her. Why are they always wrestling? Like, and her dad, I was like, is the dad ever in the room with us? Because they'll mention him one time. He gives a speech. Like, he's supposedly always around, but like, he never speaks.
I feel like that's also a sibling thing because like my sister's like in her 30s and she will absolutely pin me down, like, and tickle me. Like, it's just like some siblings are very much
I
like
thought they were just fun.
Yeah.
It got old for me.
It was definitely gave me pirates vibes. We spent a lot of time on boats. We've read a lot of books that were supposed to be pirate romances and it didn't deliver, so that was good.
Well, and the blowing up of boats, like, there was actual action happening.
Yeah.
But I felt like some of this, I'd be reading it and I had to really pay attention because I would go past a scene and then have to go back because I'm like, wait, what? Somebody fainted at the wedding? Like, I'd have to scroll back through and read like exactly what they were saying because it just like went really quick or would like change POVs within a chapter or like within a paragraph. And I'd be like, okay, now we're talking about the vicar. Like, what's happening here? So I had to pay attention a lot.
Yeah. Definitely not my favorite pirate book that we've read or that I've read, but it was good.
No.
It gave the vibes. It delivered what it needed to deliver. Yeah, she was just she was a little insufferable sometimes. Like, she put herself in situations that were so stupid and just, I don't know, headstrong.
She was getting things done. I liked it.
Wait, what did she put herself in though that was not smart?
I don't know. I just feel like she was like very irrational, but I mean, she was just very
She literally saved him from pirates. So
like a dozen times. No Broken Promises, like the bathtub book. I don't know. I don't remember the bathtub book that much, other than there was no bathtub.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. That it didn't deliver on that, but this did on Pirates.
Yeah. It was not misleading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first 100 pages are slow.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's how historic romances are in general, though. Yeah, that's what reminded me of the Mallory Anderson series. And I think I love that series so much that when something reminds me of it, it like never matches up. Like, I love the Mallory Anderson series, so that's probably too why I just was like, okay, it's a 3.5 star.
Okay, well, what Holly said, I definitely agree with about the end. I was like, why is this happening? This is really annoying.
Yeah.
But other than that, because it didn't make sense why she broke her out. Yeah, and she did. Listen, and I really like the spicy scenes in here. Like the first one when he was like chained to the wall, I was like, oh, I do like this. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Someone on
and then doesn't she like tie him to the hammock too, like when they're on the island? Yeah.
Someone on Goodreads was like, this is basically giving like Pirates of the Caribbean vibes if it had more sex, and I was like cracking up.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I was thinking it would be a really fun like show or movie.
Yeah, it could be a cool adaptation for sure.
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of historicals that would be fantastic adaptions.
Just like fun and
there's
bonkers.
Not a book with the sister-in-law and brother, is there?
That's what I was wondering.
But
because they gave like vibes that they had a book.
She was like, make sure he loves you more than you love him. I was like, oh, really? Okay.
I feel like that's such a common thing that a lot of romance books say.
Yeah,
people
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Sure. Even in like real life, I've heard that before.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a common thing.
Like, do you even like this guy? Because she's always, I don't know. I feel like she was too meddling. I didn't love her.
Yeah. Well, and like she would try to protect her and like kind of coddle the heroine of like, no, don't tell her that like he maybe got somebody else knocked up or whatever. And like, I don't know. It's like, just tell her. But then they'd be trying to always protect her and want her to be a lady. And like, I liked the conversation at the end with the heroine where she was like, okay, you guys have let me fight people, be on ships my whole life. And now you want me to go in this other role like that you didn't prepare me for. Like, what are you guys doing? For her brothers.
Oh, so this isn't part of a series, which is interesting because there's so many brothers.
Mm-hmm. And my thing is too, okay, so she's growing up on a ship, right? She's surrounded by all of these unmarried men. would she really be like that accepted in the ton? Like realistically, I feel like she, like in general, part of her reputation would be kind of snubbed anyway because of that. So like, why does it matter if she's like a properly?
Right, because isn't she like tan too? And
Yeah, like I
Yeah,
don't
they
think she
talk
would
about
be
that.
accepted
Yeah.
by the ton anyways.
Well, even the vicar is like, there's freckles on her face. Like, how dare she see the sun?
Oh yeah, because that was like a big deal because that like signified that you had to work in the sun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People are funny. Money talks. Oh,
Yeah, they had a lot of money.
that's true.
But I feel like even like the women would be like snubbing her, you know?
I feel like yeah. And even like the during that time, like even if they had a title and they didn't have money, they would still be like all prim and proper and like snub other people, even though they were broke as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking though, like, so she talked about how, was it from his POV? He's like, oh, the brothers know like exactly how many women I've like slept with. And I was like, you for sure would have an STD by now. 100%. And then the fact that like their first like time together, I was like, you both have not bathed in months. Like, this is actually going to be disgusting. Like, if you think logically about how
The smells, the everything.
But they're used to being on the ship and like already
I know
doing that
I
anyways.
was just like, ooh, you probably both smell so bad.
I love that that was your immediate thought.
I mean, he's literally been chained in their like hold for weeks.
That's true. That's very true.
Well, when he talked about him and her brothers like swapping women and stuff, I was like, okay, sir, we didn't need to hear all of that. And he's like, they know what I do with the women, and now I'm going to be doing that with their sister. I was like, okay, sir, keep that to yourself.
But now it makes sense why they beat him up. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I do understand.
Yeah.
Oh, is that like your breaking point, the ending? That's funny.
Mm.
I'm like that too. I'm a mood reader, so like if something irritates me, I'm like, I'm deducting a star.
I mean, like she did explain herself because she's like, she's just never been loved. Like we saw how her dad like treated her, but
yeah, and then like if she really villainized her, we would have been upset by that too. So
yeah, that's what I was
I mean, but she did seduce the brother and like played a hand in his death. So do you think she really loved the brother? Or no?
Absolutely not.
I didn't know if she actually like had feelings for him because she did sleep with him.
No. She seemed to love that French pirate guy of hers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she did get pregnant at the end.
So many.
That part drove me wild too. It's like, we get it. Mm-hmm. I mean, as soon as they were alone on the island for 2 months and that's all they're doing, like that was going to be bound to happen.
Did this ever have a step back?
No.
Because I'm like, the cover to me does not give pirate.
Yeah. Well, it's like the wedding dress. So, because the first half of the book is about the wedding. So,
her covers are ugly.
Yes.
Well, this is going into the like discreet historical romance timeline. So.
Yeah.
Oh, Julia Quinn blurbed it.
On the back? Oh, yeah.
What is Bell Book and Candle?
Say what?
On the cover, it's blurbed by Bell Book and Candle.
Oh. Never heard of them.
Is that the same author, Meg Cabot, that wrote the Princess Diaries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I thought you knew that when you were talking about her earlier.
Yeah.
We said that?
No, like you were saying that you kept saying this was Meg Cabot, so I assumed you knew who she was.
Oh yeah, I kept calling her Meg Cabot because when I have her like in my historical romance section, it switches between Meg Cabot and Patricia Cabot. But no, I googled her name right now to look at other covers to see if there was a better cover, and all the Princess Diary ones came up, and I was like, what? Maybe in the back of my head I knew that. Yeah, she was pretty funny. And he was like,
Yeah, I feel like this
both
one
of
was
them are
more on
very,
the
like,
comedy.
yeah, both of them were over the top characters, like
Mhm.
big personalities. So
Yeah.
that was fun to read about in general. It feels like we might be slipping back into the discrete cover
Mhm.
styles. Yeah, for
They're
Absolutely.
even
sure.
letting them write them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and if
that
they're
too.
even in like mass market, instead they're like in the trad style.
Yeah, they said mass markets are done for historicals.
Yeah.
I mean, like, some of them with the discrete covers, I don't mind. Like, Adriana Herrera's, like, those are cute, but I just don't like that they're in like not mass market, basically.
Mhm. Well, it doesn't make them accessible to people who to pay to try out an author for 16 versus what, 6 or 8 or something for this size, you know?
And if you're like collecting a bunch of historical romances, like in general, it's just awkwardly fit on your shelves as
Yeah.
well.
I mean, we already have those mass markets.
Mhm.
Yeah, those
Mhm.
for sure.
They're very awkward.
Yeah.
Is Joanna Shoops with the publisher?
Yes, it's with Avon.
Interesting. Because Kate Bateman didn't get picked up again, right? She's now just doing
Right.
indie.
Mhm.
But they
Yep.
still keep on pushing that Mimi person and her historical.
Mimi Matthews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Hers are zero spice, usually zero kissing, like closed door everything.
And
But
are
that's
there
with Berkeley
more rom-com? I know.
ish, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
I've never even wanted to read those, but they
They're
keep
hideous.
I read one once and didn't realize it was like that until I read it, and I was like, oh.
They're hideous. I hate
Yeah.
them.
Mhm.
They remind me of the Evie Dunmore. Is that
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like people who like her stuff.
Oh, there's something for everyone, I guess.
Mhm.
But like you're publishing that and not normal historicals?
I know. Yeah.
So we'll see how long Joanna Sheep lasts after this release with the way they're going. So
Mhm.
We'll be a romance publishing house with only mass market.
people are weird about mass markets though.
Like they don't like reading them or what?
Yeah.
Oh, I love a mass market. I love it so much. It's just so easy to like throw in my bag, and I don't care if the spine breaks. Even in like cozy mysteries and fantasies and stuff, if it has a mass market, I would probably pick that one.
Do they publish a lot of cozy mysteries as trad? Traditional like trad paperback?
They're kind of like because they're not quite traditionally published. Most of them are smaller, like most of them are mass market, like these.
Yeah.
And then we got a bunch of these randomly, but no, they're usually not trad. Unless you find like a hardcover of an author's book, they're usually not.
I wonder if they'll start going away from mass markets for them too.
Yeah.
No, because cozy mystery I feel like is so niche, and it's like the type of book like you would always just like find at a used bookstore, and like
but
there's so many
romance too. Like I feel like they're just like very similar. And like
but cozy mysteries have like 20 books in a series. It's very rare that an author will write like less than 10 books. So that would get really expensive, I feel like.
I mean, yeah. But
yeah, I feel like it will change, that the change will be coming for them. It's just delayed. Because I feel like we started seeing changes with fantasy and like fantasy romance and the whole like romantasy, and then historical romance are changing, and then different genres.
I like hardcovers on my shelves, but I don't like
Me too.
Hardcover. I mean, I don't really like physically reading anyways. I would prefer to listen to an audiobook or read an ebook. But
if I can get the ebook, I will be reading on my Kindle.
Yeah.
Me
too. Same.
I liked the Mass Mark or whatever it was, the Mass Max, whatever the thing, because it was like really floppy. And
I know.
the pages
I
were,
will
like,
say
they started out like the font, you know, like not
that was
as
actually nice.
Yeah,
I actually do like them if they hadn't done this midway through series.
Yes,
That's
exactly that.
Gripe about
and then
them,
change it back.
Well, like Erica Ridley, isn't she regular mass market, mass max market, and now trade paperback size? I'm like, We really had to
Yep.
go and script this entire series.
Yeah. And a mixture of like clinch covers and illustrated and everything.
Yeah.
And I think now cartoon covers, so it has literally everything.
Yeah, give the people the options because it's different price points, different like, you know.
But even then,
Yeah.
weren't they getting like increasing the price for the mass?
They did, yeah.
Am I saying that right? Yeah. So I don't think they'd
Yeah.
ever go back to like $8 paperbacks if they printed them as, because
Yeah.
paperbacks now normal are like $20.
That is true. Because even
Like,
with Cozy Mysteries, I feel like you could get a Cozy Mystery for like $6 to $8, and then now it's like 10 to 12.
Where I put it? I recently just got Ellie Alexander's new one, but I don't remember how much it was. I put it somewhere.
Mini books. Those I feel like were really tiny.
That's like collectibles.
Yeah.
I actually don't
just have little
know
like tiny little books.
I don't know what these look like.
They were tinier than like a mass market, like tiny little.
Oh no. My poor eyes. No. Next month's book. What's next month's book? I think I have the physical copy for it.
I do too, yeah. Lilacs on Lace.
The ebook doesn't exist?
Okay, Lilacs on Lace.
I don't know.
I shall find out right now.
I don't know if we've ever read a book that's ebook didn't exist.
I know, so I'm trying to find out.
I don't remember either. I think there was one once because I had to read the physical of it.
It wasn't the bathtub book, but it was one that, and I remember Jess was trying to get it on eBay and someone bought it.
Oh yeah.
What was that? Oh my god.
I don't remember.
I don't remember, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to find this one on my shelves then because I couldn't find it when I did my TBR. I do own it somewhere.
Okay, so thrift books, Better World books. Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing it just a bunch of links to used sites for the physical book.
I mean, Thrift Books has it for $7, so you can definitely get it on some used websites.
Yeah.
Let me check Hoopla because I don't see the ebook on Amazon either. This one was recommended to us, I feel like.
It was, yeah.
eBay also has it for $5, so.
Yeah, it might have to be a physical one. We try not to do that, but it's hard because these are published before the year 2000.
Look at her shoulder pads in the back of this book.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Would we read another book from Patricia Cabot? I would.
Yeah, I would too. And like her historicals too.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it right now. Like I don't have a desire to like read her backlist in this moment. But I would totally, if I was in a historic romance mood, I would pick up her book.
Yeah.
I would be interested if it was a series too, but I'm shocked that it's not with how many characters she has. Like usually that's building up for something, but
so yeah, I would definitely read her again. And apparently I read Meg Cabot, so
how did you not connect that?
I connect to me.
Love the Mediator series so much. Like that is where my love for ghost romances came from.
So do you think her writing style is the same? Like her voice?
I read the Mediator series when I was like 14, so.
Oh, okay.
I could not confidently say.
You said your love for ghost romances started, but what are more ghost romances? Like that's a popular trope?
Yeah. Have you read the Dark Side series by Christy Cunning? She's a ghost.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's why oh my gosh, you should read it.
The only one I know is that novella by Sarah Spade. It's her Halloween one.
Oh, that one's so cute.
Catherine Moon. He's like, I mean, he's an invisible man.
Oh, he's an invisible
like,
man.
you could
That
kind of.
counts.
I
That
liked
counts.
him. Yeah.
Huh.
And in Immortals After Dark, there are some ghost ones.
Interesting.
Oh,
Mhm.
There are more than I thought.
I though haven't read. She recently came out with like an adult mediator book, like within the past few years, but I never read it.
Interesting.
Don't want to mess with a good thing.
I was like, but I don't remember really a lot about these characters. So
That's how I feel about the House of Night series. Like, I want to reread it since we're doing the show, but then I'm like, what if it's not like everything I thought it was? Because I rode hard for that book. I freaking loved that whole series.
Because I think she is.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
Okay. Because that would take me out a lot in this book.
I don't know if I would notice, to be honest.
I did not notice.
I don't think I would notice.
I mean, I read it fairly quickly, but I never got tripped up by it. It was happening.
I'm like so uncaring about those type of things, like first person, second person, and the name. Like I could care less. Don't ask me any questions about like the pros or nothing.
I was just like, who's talking now, and like whose point of view are we hearing from, and like who is like all the behind the scenes of who's talking or thinking.
I feel like her new books though have not been doing well. Like she wrote a witchy one that has a 3.3 average on Goodreads.
Under Meg Cabot?
Yeah.
I didn't even know she was still writing.
Yeah.
How much pressure to have like such popular books and then like continue to write?
Yeah. That's why I feel like some of them just don't. It was like one hit wonder and they just go with that.
Her other one has a 3.2 average.
Ooh. Ouch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one was Enchanted to Meet You in 2023.
Then
she wrote another princess. She wrote the Quarantine Princess Diaries in 2023.
Oh my god, who asked for that? Nobody wanted that.
No.
Nobody wanted
that. Whose idea was that?
No. Meg, sit down, please.
I mean, I don't mind closed door. Like I'll read it. It's not like
yeah.
I don't like that it's like a trend though. Like why would she go from writing like because like kind of like what Christina Lauren started doing. Like they built up their writing on like super spicy and then
True. Yeah.
Yeah, that was an abrupt change for sure.
Yeah. Considering Beautiful Bastard was their first book.
Literally.
Yeah, exactly.
And I remember reading it and I was like, I'm on page like 5, ma'am. Like, what is happening?
That series was so fun though.
Yeah.
And it was basically like starting off as fan fiction. Wasn't it fan fiction from what, 50 Shades or inspired by 50 Shades?
It was fan fiction. I don't remember what it was fan fiction for. It might have been 50 Shades, but 50 Shades is fan fiction.
I know, but I'm pretty sure Beautiful Bastards was based on or inspired by 50 Shades.
Fanfic of fanfic.
Yeah.
Man, I used to love their books. So sad. I'm trying to think of the last one that I really liked by them. I didn't like the Honey to-do list or Honey don't list.
Yeah, I wasn't super in love with that one.
And
I think On Honeymooners was the last one I really liked.
I think so too. There was that like Twice in a Blue Moon or something like that. That one wasn't terrible, but it was like the start of whoa, their writing is very different now.
Their newest one was really good though, The Paradise Problem, last year, the year before. That one was actually good.
I don't know. Maybe it has to do with like their publishers or something.
And like a broader reach, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, authors switch over all the time. It's like all the historic romance authors that switched over to suspense.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like, is it Sarah Adams? Like someone used to be Closed Door and then their new one was Spicy. So.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like that's a more natural progression, right? Because you start Closed Door, like slowly, and then
you open the door.
Not like go back.
Yeah.
Right, spice, and then don't include it.
Maybe, possibly, that could be a reason. Who knows?
Well, I know like authors were saying that readers today are like less wanting spicy. Like before it'd be the Beautiful Bastards level of like spice every chapter, and that readers as a whole are wanting less of it or something, or more meaningful spice scenes, I guess.
I mean, that is a huge debate back and forth. Some people only like, well, I feel like smut in general is an overused word, but some people, want more of the yearning, which is fine. Oh, don't get us started. That wasn't even spicy.
I don't think it was because of how spicy it was. I think it's because of like the spice that was included. Because it was like, what is the word I'm looking for? What did it have to do with?
BDSM-ish.
Yeah. Like the spice was part of the plot. Like they talked about it a lot, and I think that's what people.
But that Sarah Kate series is super popular, and that's like the whole premise as well.
But that's like Sarah Kate. Like that's not what Allie's done before. I feel like so her readers.
I see. I
don't think it was necessarily more spicy, but I also think like a lot of people who love spice though like know where to go for that. Like they go for like more indie romances anyways if they love more spice, and I feel like trad typically tends to be more lighter spice.
Yeah, it's like a spectrum. What someone considers spicy may not be what I consider spicy. I have learned.
Yeah.
That's why I hate it when people are like, how many chili peppers? I was like, what is spicy to you will be completely different from someone else. The same book, be so different.
Exactly. And they overuse the word smut. Like smut is literally Jessica Kane, no plot other than just like spicy times. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting how people view it. Oh, I love Sarah Kate. I love that whole series.
Those are fun. Did you read that new one yet, Samantha, or not yet?
No, I still have it on my Kindle. Yeah.
It's really fun. And it's a novella, so it's quick.
Yeah. I'll probably read it.
Was that part of like a collection? Because I saw like the covers all look the same, and I was like, but they all come out on the same day, right? Or like around each other? Okay.
I kind of like when authors do that.
I don't mind it. I had no idea about it until I got sent Sarah's because I was on her like ARC team and got sent it, and I was like, oh, and then it was like a Cinderella retelling, FFM, like it was really fun.
Because it's super recent though, like in between releases. I was like, I thought she just had a release, and now she has this. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
What was the last novella that she came out with?
Was it the siblings one that got?
That's what I was gonna say. Was it that one?
That got very.
The one that got removed from Amazon? No, I think there was one after.
Oh, okay. And I know she just posted the other day that she's writing something new or something like that.
She probably can like bang one of those out in a week. Like,
I'm not gonna say a weekend.
I mean, it could be a weekend. How long are they? Aren't they like 100 pages?
80 pages for sure, less than 100.
Yeah, they're usually
80 pages. She can definitely write that like literally in 3 days if she really wanted to.
Yeah, especially because there's kind of like a formula too. Like
I was gonna say, it's very formulaic.
Yeah, they all have like the same kinks and stuff. So.
January 1st, she came out with "Praise Me, Princess,"
and then there was like "Praise Me, Mr. President" or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone just said she's had 4 releases since she came back.
Oh my god, and I feel like she just came back. A One Man Job is still up on Amazon, but I know it was taken down.
Oh, is that the one that?
Yeah, I think she came back in October because that's the month that she left. I was sure I was caught up, but I am. I thought she had one that I hadn't read yet.
How many books does she have?
Oh my gosh, over 20, I'm sure.
Yeah. I was thinking like 8.
Writing for years, like these novellas.
Well, she comes out with 4 in 5 months.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Barnes & Noble is like, they have like all those tables right when you walked in.
But that one is part of that collection she's talking about with Sarah Kate.
Oh.
Yeah, which I thought it was interesting that their version is a bind up where it's like the flipped book. That there's these 2 authors for the series, because it's the Black Rose Auction series or something. Theirs is a bind up like a flip book at Barnes and Noble. But like Sarah Kate's doesn't even have a paperback available at all.
Katie Roberts done those flip books before though.
Mm-hmm.
But also, is it with a publisher? Like, why?
I didn't think so. I thought they just did it together, like a KU type of
And
project,
it got in the bookstore already? Like, they picked it up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. They must have a very dark romance fan workers there.
Yeah, I've seen people sharing photos of it at their Barnes and Nobles too, so I think it's like at all of them.
Yeah, I think they get like actual marketing for like the dark romance section.
Oh no, it's with Source Books.
Interesting.
Yeah, because it has it weirdly has this cover because it has to show both of them, and it has the Source Books on it. Then why wasn't Sarah Kate's?
Why is there? I was gonna say, why is theirs picked up, but like the other 6?
Oh, and it has like the sprayed edges. Oh wait, it is. It's Sarah Kate with Nana Malone, Jenny Norda
didn't come out
with
yet.
Sam Miller. They all have them, and they're all with Source Books. Oh, whoa! But so Sarah's doesn't come out until October in paperback. So there's still
that's why
paperback releases, but the ebooks all came out already. I wonder if they own the ebook rights then.
And okay, then, like, that makes sense.
Gets the paperback rights.
I'm like, how do you choose which author goes first?
Yeah.
Because Sam Miller and Jenny Nordback, I've never heard of her. They come out in June. So it's now June, October.
Jenny Nordback, I feel like, does a lot of collaborations like that.
Yeah, she does. I've heard of her name with Katie Robert a lot.
Does that get them more readers?
I would say so, because when I read something like that, I will read the other books in the series.
Yeah, like I mean, I just did that with that Firefighter series.
But they're all they had like the Christmas ones where all those authors wrote like all the Christmas ones together. I feel like most people read all of them.
One thing like the Amazon ones that people like to do, I usually don't read all of them.
I do.
Okay, I'll read Allie's.
Yeah, that was the Christmas one we were just saying.
Oh, is that what you're talking about? The Amazon one?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
And then like Adriana Herrera did like a monster one, and I ended up reading the other ones in that series too. Yeah, no, I'll read the other books in the series if I'm interested.
Yeah. I don't know if it usually turns into me then reading more from the like new to me authors from that, but like I'll read theirs as part of that collection.
Yeah. I feel like it's a really popular Kindle Unlimited thing, especially with novellas. Like there'll be like the theme is like it all takes place somewhere around a coffee shop, and then each author will have like a different like
take on
I'm
it.
thinking of the Erin McLennan one, like A Perfect Matcha, and then someone else will
a
shot of espresso.
I think it's fun when they do that.
Me too. I do. I like it. Yeah, I think she was on the Fated Mates podcast.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've seen her name a ton.
Interesting. But I do think Amazon's going to continue doing those because they all pop into the top 10 on Amazon all the time.
Yeah. Those Christmas ones stayed in there forever.
But like, were they even that good? I feel like people didn't like them.
They were fun enough. Like,
they were just quick reads, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're in that season and you're in that mood, you're a little less critical about it too.
Yeah, for Christmas novellas.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you would have to pry Kindle Unlimited out of my cold dead hands.
Same.
It's like 90%
on there.
I know it's making me mad how people are like, oh, I'm going to cancel everything Amazon and Kindle Unlimited. I was like, you realize this is how authors make their money.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make me mad. Like, most people, you know, you have your choice of where you want to vote with your dollar, essentially. But, like, there are a lot of authors that are saying, like, please.
No, they make a majority of their money off of Amazon. So it's like, you're not really sticking it to who you think you're sticking it to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're just
and there are some authors that don't even publish, like, Marina Vivancos didn't even publish, like, physical paperbacks. She only wrote ebooks, and they were all on Kindle Unlimited.
So she was only on Amazon. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, the world be changing.
Yeah.
Are you guys reading anything exciting right now?
I started Insatiable by Lee Rivers. It is so good.
Okay.
What's it about?
So right now it's her best friend's brother is the child of a notorious serial killer, and I think he's like absolutely obsessed with her. But they had like hooked up 2 years ago, and now he doesn't talk to her anymore. But like, he's obsessed with her doing things.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's really
Lee
good.
Rivers. I don't know if I've heard of that
Is it
author.
like
I
a
was thinking of
stalker
Greer
romance?
Rivers.
It's not stalker, but like 5% in, you realize he's doing something, meaning he's watching her all the time. Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm interested.
But she has like a psychopath stepbrother who's obsessed with her too. So
Okay.
Okay.
like in a bad way. Like you don't like him.
Oh, we don't like him. I was like,
him
is it
to go
white
and take care of
shoes?
it. Like I think he's gonna take care of her problem, but we haven't.
So
gotten
it's
there
not
yet.
white shoes.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, the other guy's creepy. Like creepy psychopath, not
Actually, okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Not hot creepy.
Yeah. Like the other one is.
Yeah. What are you reading, Samantha? Or no, you said you're not reading anything?
I'm in like a bad reading slump. It's no bueno. I was telling Jessica,
no.
I was like, I literally finished 2 books this month. It was our book club pick and one other book.
Oh no.
Yeah. I've just been watching like a lot of TV, so I'm like, whatever. That's okay.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
read
fair.
next month.
Yeah. I'm reading the Mila Finelli, speaking of Joanna Shoup, her newer Mafia one. Doing the audio of that.
I'm nowhere near caught up. I haven't even started that Mafia series, and I know
I didn't
people.
know
I
there
know
were like 6 books in there.
people love them.
I didn't know Mila Finelli had like 6 books in that series.
Oh yeah, that one's done, and now this is a new series.
Oh, okay. I thought she had like 4 and then started the new series, but she has a lot.
Yeah, which I think 2 of them are novellas in the other series.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe 1. I caught up with that series, and now this new one is small town meets a mafia. So like the hero's a mafia guy hiding out in a small town. So it's like less present like mafia vibes. You know, it's like hidden identity mafia.
Can you read the series out of order? Because I kind of just want to read the male one.
That one's hard because that one you've met those characters in a previous book.
Oh,
so that one would be hard specifically.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The Woman by Kristen Hanna. Historical.
That's a good one.
Born to Love. Oh, 1984. Interesting.
Ooh, never heard of that author.
Another old one, Where Passion Leads. I haven't read that one yet.
I still haven't read that.
That one, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
I feel like once I get into her backlist, I'll read it, but I just know it has like some problematic elements. So,
and I'd have to read my like old
physical one. Yeah,
physical copy. Because is the ebook even available?
No, she didn't want the ebook available of that one. She wants like those first 4 books of hers to just like
erase
not
from
exist
the
anymore.
world.
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough. Oh my gosh, everyone's in a historical mood. Scoundrel of Her Own by Stacey Reed.
That's a good one.
Has she come out with anything recently too?
No, but I think she's been having health complications.
Okay, because I think she had those before, and then she released like 2 or 3 books in a row, and then she stopped again. So
yeah, I think she might have had a couple like she has like some very obscure like little indie type of collections of ones that she might have had like a new one in that, but yeah.
Oh no, we like Connie Mason over here. We like her books. I did not know this. Did we not read this?
We read that one, right?
We did, and somebody talked about this movie in the live show.
Oh, okay.
What movie is it?
I can't remember, but I remember it was talked about during that live show.
Stole scenes from, or like inspired, and you can tell like it's a retelling, direct type of like situation reference.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Shadow of Empress by Jennifer.
I feel like Stacey Reed was republishing her old stuff though.
She did do that for a bit, yeah.
So is it a new book or like a republished?
The indie one I was talking about?
Well, no, that someone said she has a new book coming out.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Oh, well, her father passed away at the end of last year, so she said she was going to be gone for a while.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that
too.
Yeah.
Oh no, they straight up stole dialogue. Wow, that's unfortunate. 'Cause
Audacity.
I actually love Connie Mason books. They're like I like that they're not set in traditional locations like America or England.
A movie from 1955. Good
Oh wow,
grief.
what an odd reference to steal from.
Yeah.
Well,
Interesting.
Wait, but when did her book come out?
the 90s,
80s, 90s.
80s, not before the 70s. Stacey Reed started a publishing company with her husband and called it Darken Press. Interesting.
Yes. I did know that. I'm looking up stuff about the Connie Mason thing now. Wait, what? The person who wrote A Far Country, his name is also Daniel Mason? What? Interesting.
It's always interesting to know things like this, like kind of reminds me of like that Harlequin author who like directly stole pages from like Nora Roberts.
Do you know she's dead and they continue to publish books under her name?
Why?
That Janet lady?
Yeah, Janet Daly.
Why?
I didn't know she wasn't alive anymore.
Yeah, she's dead. She literally blamed her plagiarizing because she's like, "Oh, my dog died." So I decided to plagiarize.
So her publisher dropped her and then picked her back up after her
nobody
death?
dropped her. She never got any repercussion for plagiarizing Nora Roberts. Like nothing happened.
Oh, I thought she got dropped.
I don't think so. But they literally
somebody recommended me one of her books on one of my videos recently. I was like, oh no, somebody who stole from Queen Nora, I am not reading. No, thank you.
Honestly. The Wicked Wallflower series by who?
Yeah.
Stacey Reed has the series called that? Oh. I immediately think of
like
Caldwell.
2021 or something.
Series called that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Janet Daly died in 2013.
I mean, her books are not my favorite like historicals, but I just like the settings.
They were just fun, yeah.
Yeah, they're fun.
So much happened in hers. Oh, okay.
Girl, I was about to get excited. I was thinking of the Christy Caldwell series. I love those books. Yeah, I mean, the demand of it, I feel like, is a little bit less because historicals aren't as popular as they used to.
Was it 500? I thought they were like 200-300.
Oh no, they definitely got up there. Like the Beverly Jenkins and this one got, I'm sure, up to the 400 or 500.
Hundreds, yeah.
I think the most I saw Indigo for on eBay one time was like $800.
But did like people pay that price? That is
Probably
crazy.
not. I remember, I don't know if it was at the signing or the interview that we did with her, that Beverly Jenkins was like, do not buy my books like that. She's like, don't buy them.
Took one off of her shelves and gifted it to someone.
Yeah. Yeah. That she had like signed to her husband, right?
And yeah, and I was like, you know the value of this book?
Yeah.
Man.
You paid $88. I think the most
like for all her books?
No, for Where Passions Leads.
Oh.
This was a common thing. A lot of people were doing this. I easily spent $30, $40 for my copy. Dang. It was the last one I needed, and I was just like, I saw it, and I was like, I'm taking it.
Mine was like $8, I think, if that, with shipping.
$80. Yeah. It was definitely in the hundreds. It was a hard book to find, and then freaking people were finding it for like $1 at their used bookstore.
I found it for $1.
Yeah, didn't you find it in like a basement or an estate sale?
Yeah, an estate sale.
Yeah.
Wow.
My heart started beating so fast. I was like, oh my god.
Like, don't let it out of your sight.
Go buy this right now.
That is me. That's when I found Indigo, the mass market original cover. I found it for $2 at a thrift store. It wasn't even a bookstore. It was a thrift store. And I remember like looking around like, is this happening right now?
Do you realize what you have right in here? Like,
it almost felt like I was doing something wrong, right? Because I was like, this is crazy.
You're like taking advantage of them for paying so little. I mean, they were out there before. Yeah. You never know. I found a lot of my Beverly Jenkins at like local places.
Yeah. And again, like I said, I feel like the demand isn't as high as it used to be because historicals were like peaking during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Now I feel like you would struggle to find like exclusive book editions, book boxes, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for an individual book like that I was searching for, probably $34 is the most I've spent.
Yeah. I know the supply and demand of it all and like how much you're willing to pay, I feel like changes per person. So what it's worth to them is some people would pay that, you know?
And like how do I explain it? I guess this is what a lot of people feel like with book boxes is like you're like very like you want to find it. You want to find it. You want to get it. Like you have to have it. Like I feel like it's how we were with the historical romances. We were like, I need these covers. I need these original covers.
Which I feel like good thing because so many of them have been re-edited. They're no longer available.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without even telling you too.
I know. So now when I find them, I'm like, I feel like I'm saving them from who knows what would happen to them. I have to grab them and protect them.
Oh my God, I'm the same way. If I see a Beverly Jenkins book in the wild, I will get it, even though I have it. And I'm not hoarding them. Like I'll give them to friends and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I'm the same way because I feel like people don't appreciate what they see.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
But anyways, this was fun. Next month's pick is the Linda Ladd book. We'll have it's Lilacs on Lace.
Yes, and it's gorgeous.
Sorry that it's difficult to find, but you guys requested this one if I remember. So
it sounds really good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Like the heroine grew up in it's Scotland, and she grew up in a convent, and then he comes to get her, and they're from rival clans, I believe.
It's giving Kingdom of Dreams vibes. That's like the exact plot of Kingdom of Dreams.
And it's beautiful. Yeah, 1600s, I think it said it took place.
Is that not the same plot as Kingdom of Dreams? We will see. We will compare. But yeah, that'll be next month's pick. We'll have the live show date on Historical Hellions Instagram page.
Yes.
All right. Bye.
Bye.